I think we are live now. Yes, we are live now. So, hey guys, this is Vishwas and this is Vilsi Jain. And of course, Vilsi is facing some sort of network issue. So, yeah, that's where I am continuing the session. And thank you, Vilsi, for giving me an opportunity for presenting through the community as well. So, a quick note on our community. This is Azure Developer Community India. This is not any state. It's obviously targeting tier 1, tier 2 cities as well. So the main goal is always to learn, network, upskill, and we are already 10,000 plus. And if you see Azure Developer Community Premium chapter, that's already very close to 1,500 plus. So do open there. Just make sure that you learn something new from that side as well. And also there is a lot of other sessions which are coming. So yeah, typically there is a lot of sessions which are being designed, and it was an amazing session that what they planned for, and also a lot of other sessions as well. So these are the community organizers. So if you want to hop in, be a community organizer, of course there is a lot of methods you can filter out who is required, who is not required, and there is also a speaker section as well. So you guys can hop in and have your speakers profile also being done, and obviously it's powered by Confab Technologies, and Microsoft is supporting it to the fullest extent, and a lot of other changes as well. So we are witnessing a lot. So hopefully you guys join and learn a lot from us. So yes, so let's get it started. Nobody else apart from that. So fine. All right. So let's go on and that's fine. Yep. That's here. Yes. So this is my website. This is database by Vishwas.web.app. If you guys can go there, check out what I have been doing over a very course of time, because a lot of things that I've been working on has always been here. So you guys can go and check out what is being already being done from my side to get to know what I'm doing. And every time that I always think of some other tech or something, it's always there in your hands. So all the things in this notebook section, if you just click on it, so you will be redirected to a notebook page. So this in this notebook page, the previous sessions, all the notebook has been written down and it has been given out, and you guys can go and check out what is this, what is that, and everything has been done. I think let me just put up my break sessions, and let's get it started. So a typical overview of what everything we are going to cover is this. All right, what happened? So it's been running for about 4 hours. So right now, if you can see it, it's been running for 4 hours right now. Right now, so that is what this entire thing is all about. So if you can see that it's been running for 4 hours, scheduled mode. It's been having a lot of other clusters which are running. So I basically ran 69 plus jobs, but the only thing is like, I was actually doing something else. So it's actually in one repository, it's also another repository. So this is one repository that I'm talking, and all the kills, all of the things that I have been working on is here. So if you can see this here, it's always saying duration of 14 seconds, the highest is 1.9, 1.5 minutes, and whatnot, man. I have scheduled some jobs, so job schedules were also there. So I'll be even showing you how it's always done. So typically, what is this? All right. So yeah, it takes time. I don't know why, but yeah, once it's done, it's always that for you. So right now, it's applying JSON. So let's go to the workspaces, data uploads. What I wanted to show is loading data, corrupt data, test libraries. Perfect. So what I wanted to show is some widgets and caching. So caching is one of the most vivid topic to be discussed from our side. So we'll be doing that as well. So I'll be going to my OneNotes notebook and I'll be starting and building on that. And oh, what's this? There was an ATL2 demo. Where is that? It should have popped up, but fine. Like I don't know what happens sometimes. So let's see what it is all about. So all right. So I have all the notebooks almost. Yeah, it's always there. If it's not there, I'll just go to the workspaces and I'll check out what it's not there or how it's there. So what your database offers is some sort of a magic function, which is always there in all the Jupyter notebook. If you can type in something for magic functions in Jupyter notebook, it's always there. So this is always that one crucial part which always changes because every compiler, every interpreter is obviously optimized for something else. So this percentage, matplotlib, everything is there, but you can also change languages. You can also do Lex, you can also do HTML, and I'll come to that example as well. So what I want to show you is that DB utils is always there in the Databricks utilities. It's always there for you to help in order to get what is the string, what is the name, what is the default value that has to be the choices, sequence, labels, what not. And at the end of the day, there is always the texting, there is remove all, remove one DB utils, Databricks utils, and whatnot. So I just run this. So my first cell is always about printing my name, or else you can print this hello world. That also works the same way. So if you just run that cell, it will just pop up with all the options which are already available in DB utils of the Databricks. It will be there available for you. So the next thing is there is widgets of text. As soon as I execute that, there is always this one pop-up which always comes up. This is just that one format where you are going to interpret, okay, this is what you're going to be doing. And if I don't do this, like, let me just show you how it's done. It's like you can enter the name, you can enter anything, you can start working on as many aspects as you want. So I now clicked on it. So now just see that there is one error which comes up because it wants some sort of a text. Like let me just say tomorrow you are having a research on some NLP or something. So you want some basic text to be always there. So what you do is you have this DB utils. What you tell them is copy it and paste it and just do it. So these are some of the ways in which they leverage the DB utils which are already there. Because all of a sudden I just created some more DB utils, which is x123, x11, x113, and all these hello. This is what their utils name is. So if I want to remove that, I'll just say drop down of this sort, that sort. And if I do this one, there'll be a drop down menu. It will come like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 was been there. So there'll be one more drop down menu of X. So there is one more drop down, and it's a set one. You can select X and Y, and you can map it if the utils has some sort of an leverage. You choose X number of loops has to happen, and all these things are there. So we'll be doing it in a part 3. We will not be doing it in a part 1 at all, part 2 at all, because this has a lot to be explained. And if you can see that, all right, so I think I maximized it to the maximum extent. I think this is perfect. I think let me just go full screen right now. All right, my internet connection is very poor. Thank you, Bhavana. I will make sure my internet. And I don't know what happens sometimes. Let me just do this. And wait. I hope you guys can hear me because I know internet is very, very big. I'm sorry for that. Today my power cut happened. I don't know why today. Today it's my power cut happened, and widgets.get.x x is actually going to get the value of the x, and it says okay, x has been entered 9. So if I do x123, that's what I do, right? If you do 123, what's the value that should come as 1? So now it showed 1. So this is what I am talking about. So this is what your entire DB utils, the database utils files works for. And these are some amazing workloads which you can really work on. And if you want, you can particularly remove the text, or else you can remove all the widgets. So now if you see all the DB utils which was there underneath the compute cluster is gone. So this is how you leverage the existence of all these. So what is a caching? So let me just share my screen up, and I hope my internet goes perfect. I'll just wait for a second. Now, what you have is you have typically all kinds of workflows which are defined for your needs. So let me just go back to my screen and share my this one. What is that? The OneNotes stuff. Where are you? OneNotes. OneNotes has to come up right now. I want to see OneNotes, but I'm not able to see OneNotes. And window, no. I have a lot of secrets today. All right, let's just do OneNote. Right, I think you guys can see my screen. So there's always that one understanding that is required from your side in order to give you that full access on the compute and whatnot. So what does your cache do? So let's say you already have a database which is already collecting a lot of data, which is in different form factor like images, damn, images, videos, GIF, and typically there's hundreds of other components also which are already designed in order to give you that leverage. And it can be variety, velocity, and the variations that you're going to see. But what if the same kind of a GIF, which is of a file format, comes and sits on that same thing? What I'm talking is everything remains the same. So everything, the GIF, images, and the videos, all of it remains the same. So it's not going to make any sense. So that's where your packet and data lakes and Delta Lake. There is something called as Delta Lake as well, which is pretty amazing. It's actually taking world into a lot more different dimensions of data science. Of course, GIF also comes in the format of videos itself, but there is a different file format for encoding it. There is something called as codec. Okay, let me just say there is something called as compression and decompression, and this is what your typical workloads will have. So typical workloads will have a compression. All right, compression to store data, a decompression to show data. That's it. Not a big deal. This always this one hierarchy of needs where how to compress, how to decompress, and there are some rules for GIF and videos have their own compressions, whatnot. So let's say that there is a data set which comes and sits here, which is of 23.00 MBs, megabytes, and there is a 45.00 MBs, and now an additional file pops up and it will be of the same old 23. Or let me just do it with different colors. So there is an additional one which is of the 23.00 MB, but the content of the file is different. So that's where your SQL comes into the biggest leverage. So when you think of something as an SQL is not just built for your querying querying or table creation. whatnot. So every time that is actually changing. And to be very precise, all these applications have their own way of working. So you can't really complain that this is not working, that is not working. That's never going to be true because I hope I'll even okay. I'll come back to it. So I know my internet is so peaky today. I don't know why, but yeah. So that's where SQL comes in and you make leverage of it. And all the time when there is some sort of an SQL, so that's where SQLs play a major role. So what I've done is simple. What I've done is I've created a data cache it up. So all your data which has been here is something called as a cache and data.count. And if you do it, this will have a long length of one and this will be cached. And what everything has been here is all about getting to know what is the nature of the data set and describing it, explaining it how many steps the data needs to happen in order to give the cache data set and information for the system. So if you see DB utils, okay, that was actually there, but let me just do this. So Spark UI is here. So let's just hide this and let's see what's happening with the Spark UI. I know very big internet connection, but what to do? I'm a poor man today. So it's been now running for 4.3 hours. So right now this is running for 4.3 hours. This is what your jobs are, and this is amount of runs which has happened and whatnot. So this now starts working. And what I do is I just want to explain the data set to some extent and I wanted to build something and this is what it is. So collect is actually basically a function which is an SQL function as a clear cache. Now what's the collected information? So there's a row array which of null value. So that is what I think this should be open right now. And I don't know why ADS Gen 2 didn't happen. So very simple. Let me just go back to the arena and let me just go back to some working flows and let me just go and grab some stuff. So now it's saying that it's not being connected, it's not doing this, it's not doing anything. So what I do is I just go to my GitHub. This is an open BCI platform where you can also think of contributing. You can contribute there as well. So you guys can go contribute here. So you guys can go here, check out, and had many more repositories. Fine, fine. So this is my Docker Git. See, this is a GitHub repository which I had done. So this is what this has a revision and this has some version controls, and it's been saved now. And I think it's not already running. So what I do is I just go here. I just go to the settings and I go to the developer settings here. So schedule reminder, developer settings. What I do is I go to the personal access tokens and now I generate a new one. Generate a new token and this token will be used at a given point. So this asks for your password, just give yes and say Azure Day, AZ Day, Rex demo one. It expires in there are some scopes is actually required in order to give you that understanding of what your has to store, what your GitHub has to have control over from that application and what. So there is a public profile for your entire repository and there is a private repository which can also be maintained, but this costs. In GitHub it's always costing, but in GitLab it doesn't. But you can connect any of it, all are Git supported. But I would say like go for the GitHub because it has good amount of community support, there's good leverage over the security aspect. Today we talk about the DevSecOps, right? DevSecOps was already done years ago. That's what we're talking about. So it was already done and years ago, and we are actually now trying to leverage what this technology can do and what not. So I wish my organization would today we have a lot and lot of network issues from my side because I don't know why. I don't know what's the situation from next 2 to 3 days, but yeah, that's what it is. So there is always a private and a public repository. It really costs, and what you can really do is you can really go and fetch some data. So that's where your access tokens comes into the picture. Access tokens so gives you the connectivity for your GitHub repository to the application, which is giving you the source code. So every time that's what we are doing and that's what we are creating for. And that's where your GitHub professionals comes in, and you need to learn GitHub no matter what. So as soon as I refresh this page, you will get to know it will not be stored. So let me just refresh this. It will never be visible to you. Never used, last used within the last week, and because I did this today, so yeah, that's fine. So you can never revoke it. If you revoke all, it will really change, and you can't really get to know what you have been created also. So don't do that. So it's always there. So yeah, that's fine, perfect. So applying JSON data, I think nothing is detached. I hope nothing gets detached today. All right. So I hope my luck is good. All right. This is working. Fine. Mashallah. Fine. So what you are seeing is GitHub is not linked. What I suggest you to do is you to go to the settings, go to the user settings, Git integration. What you do is there are hundreds of ways to do it. I'll even show you what it is all about. Azure DevOps services, Bitbucket Cloud, and whatnot. Previously, I tried doing it, so it was running through a GitHub token. So let me just go for that. It's here. So my GitHub token is here. Provide username or password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So GitHub token has been successfully done. So Vishwas 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So this is perfect for me in order to give me this leverage and perfect. We have that. I'll delete off all those tokens, so don't worry about that. So we are also doing an active directory as well. So we are doing a lot actually today. We are doing a lot actually. So let it takes time. It takes time because that's what they are. So what I do is I want a GitHub repository to be done. So what I do is let me not go there and touch it because it's going to be awkward. So let me just do database demo. I'll I'll have this as a token, but I'll not create anything. So don't worry about that. So don't worry, even if you miss out some things, that's fine. You can get back to us and we'll help you. So I just wanted to do that. So test lab data. Caching. This is a perfect one. So I wanted to do this. So what I wanted to do is there is a revision history. So everything is there. Git is not linked. So what I do is I link the Git. I create that master repository, and I do save, and I think it should be linking right now. All right, what happened? So, okay, this is what happened. So there, it's fine. So Git is synced here. So it's a similar thing. So Google something. So I'm just committing that. So what you can see is it was already connected to this repository. So there are some changes here. So it will now pop up. So last commit was now. You can see here that I did the last commit. Right now I did the last commit and I'm coming here and you guys have the commits here. So all the DB utils that I actually did is already being committed here. So it's always there. It's always that fault tolerant, version controlling, and whatnot. So let's just go back to our data science workloads and let's just go to the test library. And if you do the test library, I've just written some codes and whatnot. I've written all these things, so it's already being done here. So I just removed it, so it now showed it. So save now. It's already there. Saving. So Git version controls have their own way of working. So it's already saving the workloads and it's already working on different aspects as well. So I think there is JDBC, everything has been done here. So let's not touch it. So this is what I did. And if I go to the data science thing, if I look at how to get the schemas right, how to not get the schemas, this is how they show. And I think you're viewing the workspaces all done, all done. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, it's been second time run, right? So that's why. So it's just doing a similar workload of getting all your workloads in one spaces, and it's giving you that understanding. Okay, this is what we are supposed to be working towards, and this is what we are supposed to be building, and this is what your DBFS is, and all the notebooks will be available on this site. Don't worry. So I'll be publicizing all these resources for you guys. So all things have been here. So yeah, array, fine man. Something. Array. Wait, did I open a lot of them? Oh, okay, that's right. So since I already opened one gate revision, so it's not there. So it's already synced because I already done it. It's a similar approach. What I did was the same thing, and I have it, and it's saved and perfect. That's what it's working towards. And in the meanwhile, when you see all these kinds of application, this is what your JSONs look like, and this is what we are planning to build towards, and this is what they always cater to that need. So I've created some Spark workloads, I've created some other meshes and things like that. So this is what they are. And connecting to the JDBC. So if you search what is JDBC, my network. So Java database connectivity. So I'll see what is this Java database connectivity all about. So you have a compiler which is always compiling some of the other code. So there is a compiler which is always compiling some of the other codes and throws in the outputs. And in the meanwhile, they always throw in some of the other sort of jar files are always being thrown out because this is Java and jar files are always being thrown out. And your Spark UI has an ability to communicate with all the results, all the matrices that has been taken care and versions of versions the data set. Jobs are also being versioned. And they go through a lot of other phases in which all the data sets that's being collected will be going and being taken into the consideration. So this is what they always do. And Hare Baba. Right. All right. So what I'm just doing is I'm just connecting the JDBC. So PostgreSQL is always there. So that is what I talk about. So Spark UI versioning of the data drops are being versioned. That's what your Spark PostgreSQL does. It stores in a form of a table, and it starts communicating with every little computations that has already been completed. And also computations need not have to be jobs. It can be anything related to the cells as well. So cells have their own versioning. So there is a different language which is used at every given point and whatnot. So that's where your JDBC comes into the picture. And I wanted to actually show you how to do this connectivity with respect to the ETL pipelines. So ETL pipelines have an own way of working and whatnot. They have their own strategies. They have their own ways of getting to know, okay, this is what our things are, this is what we wanted to work towards. And all right, so ETL pipelines, I don't want to. That's actually that one workload. So what I'm just doing is some sort of an validation. So if you can download it as an CSV file as well. So I'll show you how that looks. That looks exactly like a comma separated value file. It has no difference. It has 23 seconds, no 23 hours of workloads and whatnot. So you can schedule these notebooks as well. So you can do like every minute, as in Kolkata and whatnot. So this is now an ETL pipeline deployed, and this is now taking in the data, communicating. The counts has been taken care about and whatnot. So if you go to the jobs and you start learning a lot, so if you want to know some more insights about it, so you can go to the Spark UI. As soon as you click on here and you do here, all right, sorry. So it's here. The Spark UI is always there, so you can start working on any sort of an UI-based interpretation of what your computation does, and this is what it does. So it ran for 4.5 hours, so 20 minutes, man. No, it's been running for a while. So before that, I have been running a lot of other jobs as well. So there's an ETL process which has been running. So there's no data since I just did it. So if I do run now, it's obviously going to run and it's going to take the time which is going to require for running that entire application and get sorted. So it's now running. So for run ID 10 seconds, 11 seconds, 12 seconds, and at every minute. So I've been triggering it now. So every minute it runs with its own pace and it's gives out all the details about what has been run, what is this, what is that, and all that duration which was manually sorted by me. I just skipped it. So yeah, that's what every minute there's one fail command because there's one cell which is not working proper. So yeah, that's where the fail command comes into the picture. And this is how it is. This is how. So you need not have to fear about what else to be done, what not to be done. I think I covered pretty much everything, folks. That's it from my side, and thank you so much. Even though I had a very bad network issue, I was able to do something today, and yeah, that's what I and that's it because that entire notebook I'm talking about will be there in this site. So just go to fetch it, start working on it. So it will be in a DVC format also. So download that, start working it. And thank you, folks. Thank you so much.